Hey guys, Novice Jeeper here, and I am back with another video. This time I'm going to give you a review of this light bar. It's a Nilight 20-inch LED light bar, dual row, with two sets of 6 floodlights on each side, and then the rest remaining spotlights. So how I mounted it is I used the included mounts that came with it, and I just lined it up on each side, and I just bolted it on. And it was pretty easy to bolt on because it has there's little dents in the metal that hold the bolt in place, so you can get a ratchet. And I don't know if you can see that, probably can't. Yeah, right there you can see I just used a ratchet and went in under there and tightened that screw up, and it's being held up here, so it's pretty easy to tighten up. The problem I did have with it is that the mounts are pretty hard to get clamped onto. Well, these screws right here, let me see if I can get a better angle. Those screws on the side are really hard to screw on, especially by hand, and you can't really do it with a ratchet because of the limited space. I did tighten them before I mounted it, and there was still not a lot of space to tighten them in, so I ended up just using a screwdriver trying to tighten it with the right socket, and that turned out the best for me. So some issues that I had with it is that there's corrosion on these screws right here. I don't know if you could tell, but there's a little bit of corrosion on those screws. And since it's been raining a lot, this was sped up definitely by the rain. And I'm not sure if you can tell also, but on these brackets and bolts, there's a lot of rust on. Not a lot, but for the time being that I've had it a couple weeks, that's a pretty good amount of rust. So the way I wired it up was with the Nilight wiring harness. So I used this provided wire right here that came with the light bar, and hooked and ran it through the grill right there. I don't tug on it so you can see which one it is. Right there. I ran it up to here. This is like a little pin to tell you if the hood is closed or not, and there's like a little hole right here. So what I did is zip tied it right here, connected the light bar right there. I just ran it under this plastic right here, and I ran it across under this hose, and ran it across right here, the engine bay, and connected it. It's fairly simple to connect. I'll link a diagram in the description for you to follow if you have this light bar or the wiring harness if you're using it. And you just connect the ground to the ground, the positive to the positive, and this white one, you run it all the way to the other side. Let me go ahead and show you where to run it into the cabin. Okay, so as you can see, I have the red and white wire here. The red one connects to the positive on the other side, and the white one is just to switch the relay on and off. And they give you a ground. What I did is took off this bolt right here, or this screw, and you can see there's a lot of them right here. There's 3, so I just took this one off. Try not to scratch up the paint on it, and I connected it right there, and I ran it through. There's like a little hole over there. I don't know if you could see it right there where it all goes into. Right there. Right there, there's a hole right under this little screw, and I ran it through there to the inside of the Jeep. Let me go ahead and show you that now. Okay, so inside the Jeep, you can see here's where I put the switch. I couldn't find a good place to put it in because I was limited with the amount of wire that the kit came with. So I just wrapped it around here. It's pretty good, and whenever I open the door up pretty wide and force the string right here, the switch doesn't move at all. It moves a little bit, but it gets back in place. And as you can see, it flips on and off like meant to. So it's kind of hard to do it sometimes when you can't see, but it's easier to turn it off once you have it lighting up, which is a nice feature to find the switch. And I'm gonna show you how it looks like during the day. Okay, so this is what the light bar and the two KC lights look like connected. I connected these after the light bar. As you can tell, the light bar is very, very bright. These are bright, but they're more of a type of spotlight. Unlike the light bar, which is both flood and spotlights, which I like a lot better than these. These, I like them if you're just doing like highway driving or something and there's no one nearby and you can't really see as good. Overall, I actually like it for the price. The rust could be covered up by some paint before installation, which I might take it apart and just spray paint it again with some Rust-Oleum or something like it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.